Hi there, I have a lovely baby card for you today. I've chosen to do it in pinks just because I thought it was so pretty that way, but you could do this in any color choice. I'll show you what we'll be using. We're going to be doing a little bit of embossing of the frame with the Heart Scrolls embossing folder. This is the Welcome Little One frame that we've already cut out, but we're going to be doing some inking with it. And I've just created a very thin frame using the double stitched rectangles to go around that. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I've cut the frame in a real pale pink, a blush card, and I'm going to put it back into the die, and I'm just using the center decorative part here. I'm going to pop that right over the image, and I'm going to bring in some Spun Sugar Distress ink and a smoothie, and we'll do a little bit of inking just to bring some color around this edge. There we go. Like the way that looks. That should be good enough for it. Pop that out. And you can see I've got just a real nice pickup of some of the detail on the frame there. So what I'm going to do next is I want to do an overall glitter on it. So I'm just going to pop some spray glue on it. Bring in a piece of copy paper. And our Frosted Sparkle Glitterbitz. I'm going to go right over the top of that. There we go. So you've got a really pretty sparkly frame now. Okay, that back into the container. What I want to do next is add a little bit of color behind the word baby on the block. So I'm going to bring in our Cosmic Shimmer glue and just put it around these letters here. There we go. Should be enough to get that into place. Right like that. Now what you can do, if you like, is you can run it back through and emboss it, and that will pop the letters out, or you can put it back into the die. It's a little bit harder with the glitter on it. There we do. Let's see if I can just line that up a little bit. And you can bring over a stylus and just sort of give it a run over, and that will push some of that lettering through. There we go. Okay. So it does give it a little bit more of an indent on those letters. Right, so next I'm going to set that aside for the moment. I've already gone ahead and cut a frame using the double stitched rectangles, and I'll give you a quick measurement on this. It is just a hair over, let's see, let's call it 5 5/8 by 6 7/8 there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that inside of the Heart Scrolls folder, and I want those to pop upward. So I'm going to pop that on this direction. There we go. Okay, so pop that in. Okay, and the sandwich for this is the, grab these, is the tan matte over the top, and the white Creative Expression adapter place. That's because it's a smaller folder, so it needs that extra bit of pressure with that tan matte. There we go. Okay. Now the reason you want to emboss after you've cut this is if you were to put it back into the machine to cut the frame, it would just squish all that embossing down. So now you've got some lovely texture on that. So I'm going to put a bit of mounting foam on the back of it real quickly. Just a couple long pieces. There, side to side. And a couple of the shorter pieces. Have to trim those a little teeny bit. There are my scissors. Okay. And this one. Same thing, got those a little bit long. Okay, so now I've got a really nice little frame, but what I wanted to do was add just a little bit of an accent. So I've used the double stitch rectangles to create a really thin little frame. And I've got a tiny bit of mounting foam, just one layer all the way around, very thin pieces. There we go. Seat that right on the edge. Let me just lean into it. Yeah. Try and get that right to the very edge of it. There we go. Okay, I'm going to bring in a backing piece, pop that down. Line that up. Okay. Now what I want to do is just put my frame in. You can layer it up with some mounting foam. I think I'll just use a little bit of spray glue on the back. And just to make sure it's nice and stuck down, we'll bring in a little bit of Cosmic Shimmer glue, pop it over that. It's nice having the combination of the two. Put that into the middle. There we go. I've done a backing where I've used both the white pierced edge and the pale pink and the darker pink as the matting in there to tie in all those colors from the frame. Pop that down. I'll give you a quick measurement overall before I forget. That is 7 inches by 8.5 inches. And all we need to do now is a little sentiment, and the Welcome Little One frame comes with just that sentiment. I've already cut it out of that darker pink. Done 2 of these just to to layer them up so they're a little bit stronger because it's a very fine font on this. A little bit of extra glue. There we go. And that will sit beautifully in the top part of your frame there. Isn't that lovely? I think if you know anybody that's got a new baby, this would be a beautiful card for any baby girl. Do it in blue and you've got one for baby boys or any other color you like.